Here in Athens, Alabama, 2020 quarterback Logan Smothers. You just got out of another long interview before you're talking to me, so hopefully you got some words left to say. Obviously, sporting the Nebraska gear, the hat, the shirt, fresh off your commitment here earlier this summer. Went out there twice, obviously fell in love with the program, with the staff, with the environment out there. But I want to give the Nebraska fans and just the public in general a chance to kind of see what you have to say, about your decision, why it came this early, why you chose that school and things like that. So we'll just kind of start off with, you were there twice, got the offer a couple months ago, visited twice, committed the second time you were out there. How would you put into words, just the environment, the atmosphere, the feeling you had out in Lincoln?
It just felt like home. That was kind of a big thing, coming from Alabama, just being around Alabama and Auburn, but it's split. So Nebraska, they got the whole state behind them, and it just felt like home. That was a big thing. Just Coach Frost, all the coaches, very welcoming, and we just felt like home. That was a big thing.
What was maybe their approach? You had around 20 offers, somewhere in that ballpark. So a lot of schools came after you. They knew who you were. You had a lot of big-time schools involved, whether they've offered you or not, showing a lot of interest. What was Nebraska's approach in recruiting you, and why did it work for you?
Well, they can't really, they can't contact me just because I'm not until like September. So
yeah.
But just through Coach Gross, just kind of staying on me and just wanting to get me up there and see me. But that was it. Just staying in contact and just staying close by.
What was it? Constant communication? Were they going through him, or
yes,
through social media, stuff like that, a good bit?
Just that through my dad, because he's my coach, so
yeah,
they can kind of do that. But yes, sir.
Gotcha. And then obviously, I think you call him Coach Purdue, the quarterback coach. Obviously, Coach Frost. Frost. They have a lot of history at quarterback development-wise. Frost did his thing at Oregon, UCF. Obviously, played the position. Do you know anything, about their track? Have you done research about their track record, who they've coached, who they've developed, and how you maybe compare to some of those guys?
Well, a big thing for me was in middle school, Coach Frost was at Oregon. So Marcus Mariota, I loved him growing up. He's a big role model for me, and just knowing that he coached him, that just kind of means a lot just because I love Marcus Mariota and their offense and everything they did. And then coming to UCF and Mackenzie Milton, I liked him a lot, watched them a good bit, and just getting to know them and the offense, and that just, that's something to me just because he coached them.
Now, have you ever looked back, on YouTube or something like that, at maybe find some old video of Coach Frost, playing at Nebraska himself as a quarterback?
I'd say on Twitter, fans just putting stuff in links, and I kind of watched that of Coach Frost.
What was your impressions of him as a quarterback? How would you evaluate him a little bit?
He was tough, very mean. He gonna run over you. I like that. That was pretty cool.
Now, I know you plan to get back out there, and as soon as you can, as much as you can. Have you started to look at their schedule, maybe with your schedule, to figure out, hey, I want to try to get to this game, that game this season?
I think week 1, Akron. I think we're going to try to go to that.
So wasting no time.
Yes, sir.
Get there game 1.
Yes, sir.
What's your expectations? Obviously, you know well about the Nebraska tradition, their history. Recognized, I think, for sure one of the top fan bases in college football. What's your expectations for that first game day experience in Lincoln?
For me, I'd say the fans, just the atmosphere. That's just what I like. I like seeing the fans, and I'm just ready to see them and just the sideline, just how they handle things on the sideline, coaches, players, but just the atmosphere. I'm ready for that, just the fans.
I know a big key for you, too. I watched you practice today, and obviously I see some similarities with what Frost does offensively. Your father, OC, Coach Gross, he played quarterback in college as well. So you're kind of running, I think, a quarterback-friendly, wanting to put big numbers on the board and good stats for you, too, here at this high school here at Athens. How key was that, being able to maybe run some similar things here as you might in college?
I say just a big plus, just the transformation from here to there is just a lot similar, so it makes it a lot easier to do. And then our offense, what we do with my dad and Coach Gross, like you said, it's quarterback-friendly. But our goal as a quarterback here is just to take what they give us, just make it easy.
Yeah. Did y'all go through, I guess, on your visit, one of them at Nebraska, go through, some offensive, film and kind of break down, kind of how you fit?
Well, the first thing that Coach Purdue showed us was some footage of Joe Montana. He just kind of talked about that, just the quarterback position, and just showed us some film of him. And then, that was a big thing. He talked to us about how I fit and into the offense, and that's just, that's a big thing.
Talk about your family's reaction. Obviously, I'm here today, 30 minutes or so outside of Huntsville area, northern Alabama. We're not in Birmingham. We're not in Atlanta. We're not in a big city area. You're in the South, though, very much so.
Yes,
Family went to North Alabama, quite a few of them,
yes,
including your father. Here you are, going all the way out Midwest to a powerful program, but still somewhat far away from home. What was your family's reaction to that?
I mean, they're very supportive of me, and they just want me to do what's best for me. So I mean, they were right on board with me as long as I felt good about it. And so I mean, they loved it too. That's a big thing.
You guys seem like a pretty tight knit family.
Oh,
they
yes,
were with you out there, especially the second time, the whole group.
The second visit. That's why I want to go again. Just get my mom and my brothers and stuff. Let them see it.
I talked to your dad a little bit too, and he said even in the pictures out here for picture day, I think one of your brothers were wearing Nebraska stuff, and the pictures for Athens, high school football stuff and all that. So obviously you're getting a lot of love and support as you expected, I know, from your family. Are any other schools? I mean, I know it's only been just a few weeks since you committed, and like you said, schools can't come at you too much directly yet, but are schools still, hitting you up or hitting your coach up or hitting, through mail or social media, things like that since you committed?
On the way back from the second visit, that's when Louisville offered me, so that was kind of big, just because we were just on the way back and it just happened. So yeah. But Northwestern, they came in contact and wanted me to get up there, and they kind of talked to me a little bit, but that's it.
You committed, obviously. For you, you're one of the rare ones, I think, that haven't even started school yet. You're out here. You don't go till August 30th.
Yes, sir.
You are right across the road building, as your dad said, the Taj Mahal of high schools down here. It's obviously a very nice place. You guys moving there, I think, November, right? So you still have a couple weeks until you start your junior year of high school. Are you surprised you committed this early? Did you envision the recruiting process somewhat being, quote unquote, over with before your junior year?
Well, my plan was to commit before my junior year, and that's just how it went down. But that's kind of what I want to do, just so I can focus on my team here and get that weight off my shoulders.
Does this, very much about recruiting, how it goes. I mean, you see guys commit, visit other schools, commit, decommit. Yeah, I know your brother committed to Kennesaw State, decommitted, stuff like that, and figured out at North Alabama. What's your plan moving forward? Will you still visit other schools, still talk to other coaches, or are you just, here roughly a year and a half out until you sign, just locked in 100%, only thinking Nebraska?
Right now I'm just on Nebraska and just going to shut it down.
Logan, I know that the fans would love to hear that. Probably Scott Frost would love to hear that too as well, man. Thanks so much for your time. Best of luck at Nebraska, and obviously here first next 2 years.
Yes, sir. Thank you.